One of them's a hot chick with big cans and nice legs. Who drew that? You?
She's underage, too.
Yeah, very nice.
Michael John Kay is probably most known for his work on the show Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, what I'm gonna do to you.
Also known as the name John Kay, John is notorious for being a nightmare to work with. He's also known for causing a hostile work environment. But do you know the open secret behind John Kay? But back in 2018, John was accused by two former artists of a sexual assault and grooming back in the 90s. Back in 1991, Robin Bird mailed a tape into Nickelodeon including most of her work. Robin was only 13 years old at the time. She was hoping that maybe if she sent in this tape, then just maybe she would get Nickelodeon's attention. This could skyrocket her career once she was older. So you can imagine her excitement whenever her plan worked and John Kay received the tape. Her hero John then reached out to her in hopes of helping her skyrocket her career. Soon after making contact, she began receiving care packages filled with art supplies and merchandise. John then went a step further and flew all the way to Arizona just to visit her and her family. When she was 16, he flew her to Los Angeles for the summer where she lived with him as his girlfriend, as well as worked as an intern in his studio. This trip would happen to be the first time that John would sexually assault her. Now, I'm not going to go into details on that story. If for some reason you really want to know what happened, you could look it up, it's out there. But that's not my story to tell, and I'm kind of uncomfortable discussing it. When she was 17, Robin then graduated high school and moved in full-time. She was then sexually assaulted and physically assaulted by her boyfriend several times. Even though he was nearly double her age, she believed he was in love with him. But the straw that broke the camel's back was when Robin was 18 and John forced her into getting an abortion. Even though Robin was very talented and very passionate about animation, she wound up leaving the animation field in order to escape from John. After Bird fled from John, she later realized that she wasn't the only teen that was sexually groomed by John back in the 90s.
Hi! Hey, this is Katie Rice. She is one of the young artists I was telling you about who sought me out because she grew up watching Ren and Stimpy, right?
She reconnected with her old friend Katie Rice. John had promised both of the girls that when they were older, he would hire them at his studio. Now, he never had a physical relationship with Katie, but he still did numerous very inappropriate things with her. From writing her very flirtatious love letters to even asking her for phone sex. Katie was just another one of John's victims. In 1997, after Robin escaped, Katie then took her place. While working together on a video for Weird Al Yankovic, Katie explained that John's behavior grew increasingly more bizarre. The most notorious cases being him waiting for her naked in the living room, as well as expressing jealousy over a boy she claimed she liked when she was 15. He even told her that one day he was going to rape her, but later he claimed it to be a joke. I'm sorry guys, I just don't understand how that's a funny joke or at all appropriate, especially whenever the person is significantly younger than you. Don't joke about that. Katie then found child porn on John's computer. Several women that have been in a relationship with John have even backed this up, claiming that they have also found child porn on John's computer. She tried to report this numerous times to no avail, the latest report being filed in 2017. After being dismissed by the police, Katie and Robin decided to go in together to come out about their assault. They decided to do it together in hopes of warning off any other young girls that might plan on working in the animation field. And since John Kay is such a famous and rich person, he's just gonna get off with a slap on the wrist. And none of this is a theory. He has even came out and admitted that all of this stuff has happened a number of times. For whatever reason though, John being a sexual predator doesn't seem to surprise me. For starters, you could look at some of his art and you'll see just how sexual it is, as well as the way he describes wanting to draw sexy girls.
Studios. I always wanted to draw sexy girls into the cartoons.
Or even in his infamous interview with Howard Stern where he talked about a girl that he drew and finished it off by claiming that she was underage.
You can see them here. One of them's a hot chick with big cans and nice legs. Who drew that? You?
She's underage, too.
Yeah, very nice.
Hey now.
Just the way that he says that is just so creepy. And the way that everybody just starts like cheering him on as if like they're in on it too. Like what the heck? And for whatever reason, John still works with children's entertainment. But he wants to act like his opinion is valid when it comes to the current day of animation. Like, okay, John, but you groom people. But for whatever reason, John K's relationship with Nickelodeon will forever be just an open secret, earning John his spot in the Nickelodeon Creep Club. John has released a 9-page apology for his actions where he pretty much blames everything except himself for these actions. He blames mental health, ADHD, and bipolar disorder. He even almost expresses that he needs encouragement or praise for going out and finding help for his mental health. And he ends his apology to the young victims by asking them to remember the good times and not the bad times. Guys, I've said it before and I'll say it again, mental health is no reason to act like a jackass. Mental health is not a crutch. You can't do whatever you want and then blame it on mental health. That gives everybody else with mental health issues look horrible. Take responsibility for your actions and leave kids alone. I don't understand why it's always Nickelodeon too. Like, there are several more people that I plan on talking about in this series. Several. Not just a few, several people. And guys, I don't know what else to say, so I'm just gonna say Happy New Year. I hope you like the new setup. Ashton was here this week, so we rearranged my room. And I don't know, maybe I'll do a room tour. As always, guys, be nice to each other.